Hi, it's Joe Mindak with Park Bench Westfield, and today I'm here with the incomparable Councilwoman Dawn Mackey.
Hello.
Is that a good intro?
Great intro.
So, just want to talk to you about AddamsFest, really, because that's kind of your baby, or you're working with your favorite topic, and all you do and talk about. And I worked for you for a year, right?
Yes.
Lugging things all over town to help out with that.
A very good boy Friday.
Yeah, yes, and it was a great event last year. So it came about. Obviously, the mayor thought of something, and then
so
you kind of took it from
very
there.
early on. I mean, I'm going to say January 2018. I was sitting in the mayor's office, and we were having a discussion about the events that go on in town and neighboring towns, and our desire to have something that was very Westfield centric,
Sure.
on brand, and something that couldn't be replicated. We had a conversation about what's ours here in Westfield. And we went through a list of famous people, and we thought about Virginia Apgar, and she's amazing, but maybe not so fun. And
Sure, yeah.
we talked about Charles Addams, and as soon as she said it, that made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
At the same time, she was getting a tweet from a longtime resident who had been looking to elevate and celebrate Charles Addams, and things started to come together. And the mayor looked at me and said, "Do you think we can make something of this? Do you think we can make a day of it?" And I said, "Please, can I have this?" And I think a week later I came back with several days of events. And I think that there was a lot of disbelief, and maybe not
Sure.
everybody bought into the concept, but I believed it completely, 100%. You came to me through a very unusual way. Want to talk about that?
Well, yeah, you got the thing going, and then you're like, who could I sucker into getting all this work done?
I believe what I said is we'd like to involve the community. Would anybody like a hand in a brand new festival here in Westfield?
So yeah, I think I was late to sign up, and I wound up signing up for some completely other committee because it was the only form I could find online.
Very
Said,
industrious.
I want to volunteer for AddamsFest. I did some festivals, and then we connected, and yeah, it just kind of took off from there, and I think it was great.
And I will say that has been the gift of AddamsFest. It brought together a really unique set of skills. Ultimately, 300 residents had a hand in it. And when you and I sat in a room and you showed me what you had done in Hoboken, I thought we need to bring Joe on because you had a skill set I just did not possess as a commercial title examiner. And you helped us from the beginning. Most importantly, putting a brand together and sponsorships, and there off we went with a really amazing team, and hopefully you had as much fun last year as I did.
It was fantastic, and you said people were definitely skeptical because how are you going to pull this thing off? What are you going to do? And then I remember sitting at the beer garden at night, and the counterfeiters were playing, and all my friends who made fun of me for moving to the burbs. It stinks, the burbs. What are you doing out there? That place was rocking. It was 1,200 people, whatever it was, just jumping up and down, dancing with this band. It was like.
And when you go back to the Ale Garden, as we call it, just a few weeks before, I was lying in bed thinking, "Oh my goodness, is anybody going to come?" Because we just didn't know. We didn't know. We had no way to know what was going to happen. And when we reflect on it, I think, what were we thinking? We pulled off over 20 events over the course of a weekend, almost exclusively run by volunteers. So it was inspirational to see everybody come together. And I think our goal was, how do we celebrate the history of Westfield? How do we make it relevant for the next generation? So taking something like this makes people interested in our history, and it was amazing how many people didn't know Charles Addams was from Westfield.
No, I had no idea.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how big a deal the guy was. I mean, it's amazing the power of that Addams brand. So yeah,
the Addams brand is big, but he spent most of his time as a cartoonist for the New Yorker. So he appeals multi-generationally, and this year, completely by happenstance, we have a new, MGM has a new movie coming out called Meet the Addams. So I think it was great that we were ahead of the curve on this one, and we've been working with them for the better part of a year, and we had them to Westfield, and they brought press from New York City and Central Jersey, and we got to expose a whole new category of people to our town. Bloggers who said they'll be back. They'll be back this year for AddamsFest, and I think that was part of the mayor's goals. How do we brand Westfield a destination town? I happen to also be the liaison to the downtown business district, so for me, it was, how do we create a festival that the retailers and the restaurants really wanted to support, that we weren't asking them to give us anything for free, just enthusiasm. How do I get people to come and shop, spend some time here, have a meal? And we came up with the idea of the Wicked Windows of Westfield, which really could stand alone. We really don't need an AddamsFest to have the Wicked Windows. And again, it was this concept of bringing in our residents, artists, Girl Scout troops, the hockey team, and they transformed downtown Westfield windows
really
into something
that
exceeded my wildest expectations. And the energy, it brought energy, enthusiasm, and hopefully as this catches on, people are going to think, hey, it's October, let's go to Westfield and have dinner. Let's walk the kids around. And it makes people look at the windows, maybe for the first time. Maybe you didn't even notice a little shop was here, but you came to see the windows and you're seeing them through fresh eyes for the first time. So we're very excited to have that back this year. I think all on its own, that was
great.
an extraordinary undertaking.
I love spray painting purple branches for a few hours.
Yes,
that was good. My fingers hurt for you.
I forgot about that for a moment. We did spend some time at the Conservation Center reusing and recycling our natural resources.
I like it. So what's new this year? I know MGM and the movie, that's big. Anything else new you're adding?
There is something
I'm
new
always going to add some
year.
additions.
We are. So, you know, we're hoping to pull off this new movie. Obviously, we've got a little challenge on our hands with the Rialto, but I feel confident we're going to work that out, Plan B and Plan C. But one of the things we have this year that I'm personally excited about is Gomez's Dynamite Train exhibit, which is going to be held at the community center. And for those of you who are Adams fans, you know that Gomez loved his model railroads. He loved to blow them up. So I've been fortunate to secure with Union County Railroad an awesome exhibit. Haven't yet gotten them to consent to explosives. Haven't yet given up on that.
You need explosives.
We have to be totally on brand there. But what we do have is an amazing exhibit that is a resident has offered for us to show, and it's a replica of the town of Westfield. And it's completely a dream come true for me, because it's exactly what I was wishing for. We'll have some antique photos of our train station. We're going to encourage residents to submit current photos, have a display that way. I think trains are, our train station is a beautiful building here in Westfield. Having a train hub is one of the reasons people move to a town like this. And it is a multi-generational experience. Everybody loves trains. So I really expect to bring in lots and lots of people.
Great. Well, to go to AddamsFest to get more information is AddamsFest.com.
AddamsFest.com. Absolutely follow us on Facebook, AddamsFest, Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram.
And I'm sure you still need some volunteers if anyone wants to.
But we could really use artists right now is what we're looking for. So if you have a group or you're artistic or you're crafty, we have lots and lots of windows this year. And people could also email me directly.
All right, great.
Thank you so much.
Again, Joe Mindak, Park Bench Westfield, Dawn Mackey, Councilwoman galore, and thanks for coming in. It's been great meeting you here, and thanks for pulling me in. It's really been a lot of fun.
Helping this
I'm ready to get my hands dirty in AddamsFest again. And purple, yes.
Thank you.